The pillows are fluff thanks to Miss Emily. The couch is wide enough, join the family. It's all love while we laugh at Bert's criminalities. Hey, 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 welcome to the Sofa Squad. Sipping from the cup at hey, 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 come laugh with the Sofa Squad. Can't roll my damn eyes hard enough. Oh, please, the puppies need me. Oh, oh, please, my body is rejecting none of that fancy credential stuff. I'm just here for the cringe binge. Hey, 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 welcome to the Sofa Squad. Sipping from the cup and hey, 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 come laugh with the Sofa Squad. Can't roll my damn eyes hard enough. Oh please, the puppies need me. Oh please, my body is rejecting none of that fancy credentialed stuff. I'm just here for the cringe binge. Hey, 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 welcome to the Sofa Squad. Sipping from the cup that hey, 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 come laugh with the Sofa Squad. Can't roll my damn eyes hard enough.
Hello, 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 everybody. Sorry, Bobo was wanting to get picked up. I hope everybody's doing well. How is everybody doing? What's going on, everybody? Welcome all the mods to the station, to the sofa. Hello, Emily. Hello, Tux. Hello, everyone else. Thank y'all for being here. Thank you for holding the cushions down. And thank you, everybody, for those ones. I do appreciate it. I hope y'all are doing lovely. It's been a long time. It's been a long time no see, if you will. I hope everybody had a great Saturday. Bobo says, I didn't. I was left alone. Oh my goodness, I didn't like it. So everybody, how's it going? Now, what we're doing today is this is going to be our little roundup because I'm liking doing the little like case overviews for stuff. Thank you. Oh, feeding it is so good to see you. Thank you. Yeah, I'm getting ready to work on getting rid of the bookcases and hanging stuff on the wall, but that's going to be like a, you know, I've got to be invested. You know what I'm saying? And I'm actually going to probably ask for y'all's help on some level with that because I'm going to need help being like, should the picture go here? So on and so forth. I might get some little wood shelves to put up around too, so I can do the candles on the wall and whatnot. But anyways, hello, Shayna. How are you doing? K Bush, thank you so much for gifting 5 memberships. That's really sweet of you. So yeah, but doing these little round, whatever you want to call it, roundup or over it, whatever, it just helps me keep on track with all the stuff, right? I just love doing this. So, and there's several things going on today. We're not going to really talk about the what do you call it? Oh my gosh, what is the case we've been following all week? Sarah Hartsfield. Yeah, it's been a day. My brain's done. My belly is full. My brain is done. We're not going to really talk about her too much tonight since we've been following all week. So I want to get caught up on like these other cases that we haven't been talking about. Now, the first one I want to do, and part of it is so that I can get through the ones that have video, so I can take the headphones off. Because we're gonna be in the situation in about 10 minutes. So let's just get that out of the way. Okay. Now, before we watch this, tomorrow morning is Sarah Boone bad lip reading video on the main channel. I did a pinned comment to ask what the next bad lip reading video is. And I think the 3 options, now we're going to keep it. We'll do all these or whatever, but I want to see like the one that people want the most. Grant Amato, Anthony Tott, or Daryl Brooks. So if you watch the video, just make sure, drop a thing in that pinned comment. Let me know. And I'll kind of use that to determine which one we do next. So the theme for Sarah's video, where my brain went for tomorrow's bad lip reading, is Sarah inventing everything in the courtroom and telling everybody inappropriate things about what she may or may not be wearing. I just kind of went with wherever my ADD and stuff was going at that moment. That's what we did. Okay, so there you go. Anyways, what else is I going to tell y'all? So that's it. So the first thing I want to talk about is this case. Now, this is one thing I'm curious to know, and you don't have to answer right now. Like, obviously we'll watch the video. This is the Amish case. The woman who has been charged with, we'll talk about it, the exact charges, but she has allegedly, it's pretty obvious, you killed her baby and husband. You need to listen to and watch the call about Leslie. Okay, Sharon, hold on. Hey, Shayna, if you're watching, do you mind noting that Leslie Boileau? Hey, Deb, thanks for joining. Michelle, thanks for being a new member. So yeah, the Leslie one, I'll check that out, and thank you for that. So let me read a little overview from a little news article about this. About the Amish lady who killed, her kid and her husband. Thank you, Shayna. Yeah, Shayna, see that comment up there about the Leslie thing? Do you mind making a note on it? Just because I'll forget. And my hands are full. Thank you. Okay, now where did y'all go? Here we go. Okay, so Ruth Miller, she's 40 years old. She was indicted on 7 charges following the deaths of her young son and her husband at Atwood Lake in Tuscarawas County. Charges include aggravated murder, felonious assault, and child endangering. She pled not guilty by reason of insanity. Now, that is the part that I'm going to ask y'all about when we watch this, because I only watch it's a 10-minute clip we're going to watch. It's the body cam footage. But it's a trigger warning. I mean, these people are approaching her and finding out what she did. You know what I'm saying? So just know that. But she goes into left field. Anyways, so it says that they're part of the Amish community there, and they were visiting Atwood Lake on August 23 when it all took place. Authorities were called to the area around 10:30 a.m. for a report of a woman driving a golf cart, flipping it into the water with her 3 teenage children on board. She drove around the lake erratically, praying a couple of places. It's our understanding that she then heard the voice again telling her to drive into the lake, the sheriff said. In the moments before the crash, Campbell said witnesses told police they saw the woman and teens huddled close together, heads touching, praying very intently next to the water by the kayak launch, so much so that it actually scared some witnesses. Campbell said responding deputies realized the woman's husband and child were missing. It was then revealed the woman and her husband jumped into the water earlier that morning because God was speaking to them and telling them to do things to prove their worthiness to God, to show their faith as complete. Campbell said the husband felt he failed and went back into the water alone. 2 hours after that, the mother went back and threw her 4-year-old son into the lake as an offering to God. The son's body was found around 6 p.m., about 10 feet from the dock. The husband was found around 8:30 the next morning. Hold on. The teens are okay and staying with relatives. She was taken to a mental hospital before being charged with the death of her son and endangering her other children. Okay, now we're going... Hey, Tori, I don't know if you were in here last night at this point, but love the chair. Girl, my feet are propped up. We love this. Amazing suggestion. Okay, so knowing that, and again, just trigger warning, know this, we're going to watch the body cam footage. So this is my question that I'll present to y'all. And I'm not even fully for my opinion yet, because just a little bit I quickly watched yesterday. I was like, is this giving Andrea Yates? Like, are we in another situation like this or no? This case to me will be interesting in that way to watch, because I just watched the body cam footage. Okay. Oh, wait, that's me. We don't need me on double sound. My goodness gracious. Okay, wait, full body cam. Okay, so hold on. Please hold. Currently sharing. Please hold. Call is important to us. Full body cam. Okay. Hey. Okay. Now, there's not volume right away, so don't be like, Paul, where's the volume? But there will be. Yeah, the whole thing about, again, this is all kind of veiled through. I mean, you heard them say like it was a test for God, and were we worthy, and this and that, and so there's a lot going on there with that. It definitely sounds like, oh, okay. He said, he said, no, you don't want to sit up here anymore. It's warm now, isn't it? If the AC is on, it's freezing, and the second it turns off, it's like. And again, this is only a 10-minute video, so don't be worried if you're like, oh my gosh, what are you doing? Okay, here we go. Here we go.
I gave him to God.
You gave him to God?
Yes.
What do you mean by that?
I threw him in the lake, and I gave him to God. And people are going to tell me I am crazy, but he is real, and he loves you. He really does love you. He loves you. And I doubted him. I doubted him so many times, but I am to tell you he is coming soon. He is coming very soon. Prepare your hearts. The end is close. And I'm for sure supposed to tell you that he does love you. Okay?
Ma'am, can you explain to me what happened? Who did you throw in the water?
I gave my son to God.
Your son?
Yes.
Where's your husband?
He went for a walk this morning.
And you haven't seen him
He
since?
didn't ever come back. And we went to the boat and his clothes were there. And God told me he's in the lake and a fish swallowed him. And you're actually supposed to go look for him in the bottom of the lake.
Okay, yeah. So just pause for a second. There's so many things. We just hey Amy, hey Jackie, hey Jenny, hey Jessa, hey Katie Cat, hey Shannon. Okay. First of all, so these are, in my opinion, her teenage sons next to her. Okay. So they're coming up. To me, they're acting like mortified. Some of the looks on their faces like, oh my God, right? Secondly, did you see when she touched the cop? Now, what's y'all's opinion? Of course, this is all stuff of speculation. Okay. Did you feel like he recoiled at her touch? Like he was like, almost like I saw this flash of like anger. Hey, Donna, you know what I'm saying? Like I got this like immediate sense of anger off of him. Like almost like he almost wanted to grab me, like, get off of me, or, what'd you do? Or I don't know. It was like this weird thing. And then the way she's like, he's going to come and all this. I just was like, and also interesting. I saw a lot of comments on the video and stuff like that where people like, why are they just like letting her walk around? She just admitted to killing 2 people. And I mean, that's one of the things where I was like, what did we not see? Hold on. Bobo. See, Bobo doesn't like her either. Bobo, what's going on, buddy? What's going on? What did we not see prior to the camera coming on, right? Because that's where I'm like, are they acting this way? Because it's like, yeah, this is like a Andrea Yates situation versus you know what I mean? I don't know. But it is weird that he's like, because you don't know at this point. So even if she is like delusional, well, she could try and grab your gun. She could do so many things, right? Okay, now this whole thing about fish doing this and that, yeah, it gets even more interesting. Let's keep going.
You will find the fish, and you will find my husband, and then you will believe. But ye of your little faith that did not believe before seeing.
Okay.
So send people down to the bottom of the lake looking for a fish. That has my husband.
How old's your son that's in the lake?
4. He's sweet. I love him. I gave him to him.
Okay. 9:40 Central.
The vibe that I got from that cop that was just like, or whoever the dude is next to her, you see him breathing when she said 4, he went, like the energy I'm getting off him is like, oh my God, how are we here? Because he's listening to this nonsense. And it's like, I mean, I think he's just like, what are you talking about? He's at the bottom of the lake. Send people to the bottom of the lake. I gave him, he's 4 years old. He's at the bottom of the lake. I love my son. Okay, let's keep going. So this is my thing too, and of course we won't know till trial or whatever happens. She was probably trying to convince the other sons to kill themselves. They acted to me kind of like, yeah, that's no.
We're out with the mother. She is advising that she threw her 4-year-old son in the lake to give him to God. Affirm.
So do you really? They are there.
I think it really got to this officer. How could it not? Now listen to this guy.
And then came back to me. My husband and I both got him.
I need to know where your husband's at.
He's at the bottom of the lake in a fish.
He's in a fish.
Yes.
There's no fish large enough on an atwood to swallow your husband.
He's at the bottom of the lake in a fish.
Okay.
I thought your husband went for a walk.
Yeah, and then we came to the boat, and his clothes were laying on the boat.
Okay.
Tan
Yeah.
pants and cream shirt and flip-flops.
Do you have a cell phone?
It's in the camper.
It's in the camper. Where's your camper at?
I think it's,
Area 3?
I think so. Yeah. It's like a tannish camper.
It's a tannish camper. You don't know what lot number it is?
No.
'Cause we really need to verify your husband's still
Yeah.
with us.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
Well, he's actually just go out in the bottom of the lake.
Well, I can't go in the bottom of the lake. So
Do you
we
have
need,
scuba divers?
yeah, we're gonna have to call divers in to go to the
Okay.
bottom of the lake.
Please do.
And you're saying
Get the best ones there are, because this
So-
is a miracle from God. You will see. You will see.
your 4-year-old son's down there too?
He's with God.
Where's his body at?
I don't
Where
know.
did you throw him in the water at?
Off of the dock at the causeway.
Where the bike was
Where
today?
the boat was?
Yeah, where the boat is. Please. I know.
No,
When they're supposed to be ones coming out there.
I think there was one.
Does anybody have a glass of water?
We can get you water.
Please.
So
Thank you.
we're right now we're gonna walk up to the squad, okay? That's what we're
Okay.
going to do. We're gonna put you in the back of the squad.
You will find my husband.
Okay, but you're gonna sit down in the back of the squad for us, okay?
Can I actually just sit with my children? Yeah. And have water?
Yeah, we can bring your children over.
I
That's okay.
would love a glass of water.
Let's go up in this spot over
Well,
here.
my children are here.
We'll bring them over
bring them
in a
over.
minute. Let me go check you out. Yeah, we're gonna get it. Kyle wants to go get you one.
You guys send the dive team over that way then?
They're supposed to spring one in over.
Which dock is that so I can tell my dispatch?
That's cluster dock, the center cluster dock.
Center
Or
cluster.
on the causeway. Causeway center.
Causeway Center Cluster Dock. 7940 Central. You said it's the Causeway Center Dock, right?
Causeway center.
Causeway Center Dock. 7940 Central. The mother is advising that her boat is located if you just want to log at the Causeway Center Dock, and that's where she threw the child in the water. She's also now saying that the husband's in the water. She just want to log that and notify the dive team. The Rangers are heading over that way right now.
It's not too hard on my knee.
We're,
So your knee won't hurt you. Please
Okay.
trust me.
Okay.
It won't hurt you. It won't hurt you. You're fine. You're fine.
Okay.
You're fine. God, please show this woman that it is true. But I'm telling you, people are doubting me. And it's getting harder for me to stay strong. Please show her that it is true what I'm telling you. That there is a fish in the bottom of the lake. Please let her take me to sit with my children under the tree that you have created. Please, Lord. And it's
You guys just want to bring her over to that one?
Yeah, we'll take over
Okay.
that one.
So we can be closer to the rest of everybody else.
Sarah, have a seat right here. We'll go get your children as soon as they're done.
No, I want to go
Right here.
What are the kids saying now?
I don't know if they've asked them if there's a little brother and dad or not. I don't think they have.
Okay.
That's it.
And miracles are true. And these two we doubted too, but they are true. They are. And it's amazing. I can't tell you enough. Do you remember when Jesus was on the cross?
Yeah, I remember.
And he put his arms out and he said, "Forgive them, for they know not
Yeah, you
what they
told
do."
me that already.
Yes. They didn't know. They didn't know.
Yeah, right.
You are to trust. It's all about trust. It's hard because he does things in mysterious ways.
Sure.
And it's hard because we want to just believe our earthly ways. It is hard. It's part of you happy. And it's part of you happy. Yes.
Go ahead.
Okay. I really don't know what to say. So here's one question I have. Do we think that they're acting a certain way with her because at this point in time, they're not 100% sure if she's telling the truth that the people are dead? You see what I'm saying? Because I'm like, oh, wait, those are rangers, which rangers, correct me if I'm wrong, rangers have a lot, like they can do a lot of the same stuff that cops can do, right? But then I was like, wait a minute, they might be like in their world, like we haven't proven that she did this yet. And that's why they're kind of pandering to her, maybe, as opposed to like escalate it. Because like, if I'll say this, if like you want to talk about de-escalating, that one, what was she, the 911 lady, the ambulance lady, she's on her knees. I mean, they're kind of going. It felt like the vibe I get from everyone there is they're going along with it to try and be like, this could go a certain way. Because notice a little bit of resistance that she put up when they were like, well, we're going to go ahead and put you in the back of that car. Where are my kids? What about the kid? What about this? And it's almost like the vibe I'm getting is like, she's not like maybe she doesn't have a weapon on her. We've kind of got control of the situation. We don't really know. Is she making this up that she did this? This is insane. I mean, this is thanks, Javion, for being a member for 5 months. Thank you. So and here's the thing too. I saw something y'all talking about Lori David and whatnot. Okay. So, and yes, I agree. I feel like this. Interesting, PG. I feel like, if you look at Lori and this lady, I feel like there's a difference. Now, am I saying that, okay, we'll give her a free pass? No. But it shows me even more so how Lori's making her religious delusion up, right? If you put these two next to each other and said, Paul, you have to tell me which one you think is legit. the delusional, the religious delusion or whatever it is, no questions asked, I picked this lady, right? I'd be like, that one right there with the curly hair and the Skittles makeup is definitely grifting. She's doing that. This one over here, I got a lot of questions. Now I think, and hold on one second. Okay, let me look this up real quick. I mean, come on, McDonald's. They knew I was talking about them the other day, and now they're sitting here inundating me with ads. What? Hold on. I'm trying to get this. Well, you know what? Okay, what was her name again? Ruth Miller. Okay, so hold on. We're going to do, because I felt like I saw another thing that was like, look, all this other information has come out. I mean, just do another tab. I mean, my goodness. Hold on, everybody. Okay, so let's do this one. So this over here says, she's been indicted. Yep. Not guilty. Yep. We already did that. October 6th. Hold on, let's make a note of that. Where's my phone? Okay, yeah, hold on one second while I do this. Or else I'll forget I won't do it. Well, October 6th is in 2 days, right? Yeah, she was doing some crazy-ish. And the thing is her mugshot, like, to me, like when you look at her eyes, it's like that Taylor Swift eyes. Oh, well, the 6 is, okay. Lady hearing. Okay. Let's get back over here. Okay, so around her husband is continuing with the document. We already did that. Yep. It's the same type of stuff. So yeah. So her bond's been denied. You know, she's where she needs to be. And things are gonna sort themselves out. So yeah. Okay, so there's that. Now let's go ahead. You know what? Let's talk about, we kind of talked about this last night, but let's go ahead and do it again. So Kouri Richins. So Kouri Richins is allegedly standing trial in February, I believe. She is accused of killing her husband with fentanyl. Now, the star witness, air quote star witness, has allegedly recanted his claim that he provided fentanyl that she used to kill the husband. Now, her defense team is basically coming back and saying, hey, we want to relook at the bond and bail and all this type of stuff and get her out because they don't have a case. They don't have this. Okay, so I'm just going to go through this article here. So they're asking the judge, again, you know, Kouri and her team are asking the judge to reconsider her bail and the conditions of her release after the star witness recanted his statement about providing the fentanyl the Utah housewife allegedly used to kill her husband. The allegation was based off of interviews with both Lauber and the man. Lauber, so the housekeeper, Carmen Lauber, allegedly got the drugs from him and gave them to her to the murder. So the allegation was based off interviews with both Lauber and the man said to have supplied the drugs. Robert's his name. But now Richins' defense team claims that Robert recanted the statement in April and accuses the prosecutors of knowingly withholding the info from the defense. And they say if the state can't place the fentanyl in the hands of Kouri Richins, then the state has no case. And this is where they're like, let's relook at this bail. Now they go on to say that Mr. Roberts' statement doesn't just poke holes in their case, it throws a grenade into the middle of it, leaving them nothing but speculation and conjecture, getting them nowhere near the realm of proving their case beyond a reasonable doubt. Now, they state in the affidavit that he does not recall ever making that claim and said that he first recanted his statement in April while speaking with two people from the Summit County Attorney's Office. Nestor states in her motion requesting additional exculpatory evidence from prosecutors that she only discovered the discrepancy when she herself interviewed Robert ahead of trial. She writes that by not informing the defense about Robert's recanting his statement, the prosecution abandoned its duty to seek justice and undermines the assurance of a fair trial. This was not an oversight. This was a continuing and knowing concealment. It was not a blemish of the fruit on the fruit. It is rot at the core, poisoning the whole harvest of justice. They have not commented on this, and she is supposed to go to trial in February. Now, again, we kind of spoke on this a little bit last night after the live, but I'll say this about it too, again, here for those who weren't here. So this is my, 2 sofa cents on this part right here. I do not think that part matters right there. And again, I don't know all the little details to what he said and what he didn't say and blah, 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 blah. Let's put on our common sense cap. First of all, why would he confess, number one, to being like, yeah, I gave him the fentanyl? Okay, here's the thing. You already know how fentanyl is like mega serious, right? And so if you're out here selling fentanyl to somebody and they die, you're getting hit with charges, right? So why on earth would you confess to supplying the fentanyl that down the line killed somebody that turned into a high profile murder case? I would want to recant that too. That absolutely, why wouldn't you? I would be like, no, I was under duress. I didn't say that. But somebody else in the live chat said this last night as well. And again, I don't know all the details to it, but we're just going down sofa speculation right now that, hold on. And Leslie says, he said he didn't know that blues were fentanyl until after he supplied them. That's, unfortunately, I don't know how that plays out. So if you have the housekeeper testifying, I would think that would do it. I would also think that all the other evidence is there. It's almost like, well, why do they truly need him to seal the deal in the case? Isn't there like all this other evidence going on? And many people have said, what about the financial crimes and stuff? I mean, there's all that too, right? So I just don't think that, but again, let's jump on look at both sides of the fence. That's the defense's job. They're trying to get her out of trouble. They are going to throw anything and everything. So if that went up and somebody told me that, and let's pretend that they can prove, well, yeah, here's a statement from him. I'm making these dates up. 3 weeks ago before this, he point blank, we have it on the audio recording. He recanted that statement and they withheld it. Okay, well, yeah, I get it. That's an issue, right? I understand that. But I question the validity of how much that's going to swing the case or not. There is a lot, just from what we've seen here, and you already know that there's more stuff that they're holding back and not telling us. Okay, this is another like off the hinges case and defendant. I mean, she wrote a children's book about the crime she committed, for heaven's sake. Okay. I mean, you can't make some of this stuff up. We've got them confessing on news reports, last week, killing parents. We got her writing kids' books. I mean, it's like it's a script from the same play. Hold on one second while I take a sip. I'm going to mute you. So I don't think this is going to go very far, is what I'm getting at. That's my personal opinion. That's my personal opinion. I'm sticking to it. So we'll have to see. So personally, on my petty level, I want this to go to trial, right? I feel like we're owed this trial. I feel like we got gypped on a whole bunch of them. And this is one for sure, because again, she wants to take the stand. She wrote a book about it. She thinks she can talk her way out of it. She thinks she can talk her way out of it. So please, right? I want to see this so bad. I want to. It's just as much as Sarah Hartsfield. Sarah's trying. I said I wasn't going to talk about it. Sarah's. Wanted to get on that stand. So, anyways, there's that. Now, please hold your call is important to us. Please continue to hold your call is important. ASMR. Okay. Now, let's talk about Brian Walsh. This is the most upcoming trial we have going. Again, this one right here, y'all, plays. Bless her heart, body never found. Okay, so Brian Walsh, this trial is slated for October 20th. Now, he is facing the charges of murder, misleading police investigation, improper conveyance of a human body, etc., etc. So documents filed this week, the defense attorney, Larry Tipton, is arguing that the case should be moved out of Norfolk County or jurors pulled from elsewhere based on pretrial publicity and, quote, shocking allegations that have been reported in the media, end quote. Motions to change venue are fairly common, particularly in cases like this one that have received enormous publicity pre-trial, but the granting or allowing of a motion to change venue is very rare, said retired Judge Jim Barretto. Hold on. The prosecution's recent filings outline significant details of their plans for presenting the case against Brian, including a summary of the alleged motives for Anna's murder. The state asserts that Brian was aware of his something leveraged custody of the couples. Well, an ad is covering it. I can't finish reading it, of course. Yeah, they've got an ad covering this now. That's really upsetting. It goes into custody. It goes into him being aware that she was in a relationship with another man, having an affair. There's a whole list of little things here. So, also, he was recently stabbed in jail. You already know. Here's the thing with people like Brian Anthony Todd. Honestly, shocked Anthony Todd hasn't been stabbed in jail yet. If we can see how insufferable they are, just from our vantage point, imagine being locked up in a little room with them for like a year, right? I mean, honestly, they were probably like, who's going to do it and get some ad time and take one for the team? At least he'll go to like the hospital for a week and we'll get rid of him. Yeah, even if you don't kill him, right? It's like, come on. Oh, finally learned how. Thank you for being a member for so long. That's sweet. I'm honored. Thank you. Yeah, I feel like see so Dominic says, what is she seeing him? I don't know. I mean, because she seems so much more with it and together, and just a little bit that we've seen him, I'm like, yeah, he must have really known how to. He's just manipulative, and probably got in the situation and got a kid, and you know what I mean? Like, just it all starts piling on. But definitely, what's even like Anthony Todd? I mean, he's slimy, right? And you're just like, what? These guys know how to grift, and they know how to just be whatever. I don't know. Julie's Miracle, 19 months too. That's amazing. Thank you so much. We do have the best mods, best squads. And the best Bobo, who's now at my feet. Bobo, come here. Good boy. See, okay, I'm back. Okay, where is the next thing? I said, please hold. Okay, let's do Laken Snelling now. So Laken Snelling is the most recent young lady who has given birth to a baby and killed it, allegedly. She was a University of Kentucky student. She was pregnant. She hid the pregnancy, and basically one night gave birth in her room. She went to kind of made it look like she did something the next morning, but like went to McDonald's, went to the school nurse, but never went into the doctor. Well, her roommates were like, what was that noise last night? What was this? What was that? So they went in her room and said remains, and, contacted 911. So they released the affidavit and whatnot. I'm just going to talk about some key points to it. Okay. There's just a couple of pages. It's like a page and a half. I'm just going to go over the key points here. So the stuck out the most in it. Okay. So she admitted to concealing the birth by cleaning the evidence and placing the cleaning items inside of a black trash bag, including the infant who was wrapped in a towel. Quote, she treated the corpse in a way that would outrage ordinary family sensibilities, end quote. Laken realized she needed to clean up. After showering, she went back into her room to finish cleaning. She told officers that she cleaned with paper towels, as well as the towel that the baby was wrapped in. Miss Snelling said that she put the placenta inside of a Ziploc bag and placed it in the black trash bag. After cleaning up, she wrapped the baby back up in the bloody towel. After this, she went to school but did not go into class because she was not feeling well. I can't imagine why. She ordered McDonald's. After getting her meal, she went to the student clinic but did not go in. She then went home and was detained for questioning. When she spoke to medical staff at the hospital, she stated the baby had a little bit of fetal movement but passed out shortly after. She also told medical staff that the baby made a whimper and that she guessed the baby was alive. She told detectives that she was only passed out for 30 minutes after giving birth. Okay, wait. Yeah, I got it. So we'll come back to that. Her phone included searches for several things pertaining to pregnancy. It is believed that this Facebook account could contain current or deleted information related to her pregnancy, to the birth of a full-term baby, and its potential demise. Let me scroll down here. Also included on her phone were images of her during labor and photos of her doing things ordinary pregnant women would not be doing. Also, during a later search of the phone, the photos that were taken while she was in labor were deleted. The detective stated that this leads her to believe other items could also be deleted in an attempt to hide any evidence of the pregnancy, birth, and a newborn baby. She stated that around 4 a.m., she gave birth to a baby which fell into the floor. She said that she did not believe the baby was breathing or alive. She claimed to have been awake for 30 minutes before falling on top of the baby. She claims to have gotten up quickly and observed the baby turning blue and purple. She said she believed the baby was dead, then wrapped the baby up like a burrito and laid next to it on the floor because it gave her a little comfort in the moment. The roommates are in a group chat. One messaged at 4 a.m. on August 27th stating that she heard loud noises and it sounded like something had fallen. Another roommate stated that she heard the noises too, and whatever caused them was so forceful it knocked a picture off her wall. One roommate stated the noises lasted for approximately 1 hour. Laken replied in the group chat saying the sound was her passing out because she had not felt well and had not eaten and then fainted. They were curious about her story, and they entered her room in an attempt to locate the source of the loud noises, which led them to find the blood-soaked towel on the floor and a plastic bag containing evidence of childbirth and the baby. One of the roommates indicated that they were suspicious that she was pregnant, but never confronted it with her. Wow. Holy what? Can you imagine walking in and finding, oh my God. So she was given that. I mean, she was trying to be quiet and giving birth. I mean, well, so yeah, the roommates already had their suspicions, but a couple of things I'm confused about. One, and this is where, again, whatever, she's pled not guilty. She's out on bond, obviously has dropped down, quit school and whatnot. Okay, now here's my question. You see how, like, in the beginning, it was talking about, okay, she said that, the baby might have whimpered and she guessed that it was alive and blah, 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 blah. But then secondly, she was like, oh, the baby was, I think the baby was dead and this, that, and the other. And then I passed out on top of it, kind of a thing. The story that I thought she was going with. So there's two different stories going here. And I'm like, either you thought the baby was alive or no. Hold on. He wants to go. Where do you want to go? He doesn't. Bobo does not like the new chair because he can't sit the way he wants to. So he ends up being forced to go to the old chair over there. Go on. Make yourself at home. Go on. I thought she was going to go with like I gave birth and immediately passed out on top of the baby. And when I woke up, she was turning blue or purple. Or the baby was passed. Or so I don't know what happened. You see what I'm saying? That's where I thought she was going. But if she told one person, yeah, it might have whimpered. And I mean, they can tell with the autopsy, if I'm correct me if I'm wrong. Obviously, I'm no doctor. They're going to be able to tell if the baby had air in its lungs, right? So, yeah. Yeah, I don't think the roommates liked her. I think that for them to want to go into the room and follow up on that story tells me everything I need to know. Right. And the fact that, the fact that they were like questioning, we had questioned about how to confronted her, but I mean, I wonder, were they truly friends or was this like a roommate? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they probably went in that room and found that. We're like, yep. And I mean, thank God they did, right? The whole, I mean, I really don't even know what to say. Hold on one second. You see, that's the thing. Obviously, I have no concept of what it feels like to be pregnant or give, birth. What I imagine it would be the most horrifying pain ever that goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on for a long time, right? So when I sit here and hear about these girl like this right here giving birth, the noises last for an hour. And I'm like, how do you do that without like screaming at the top of your lungs? I mean, zero. I can't fathom. I can't fathom trying to be quiet. I can't any of that. There's no way. Like, there's no way. There's no way. And clearly she wasn't quiet. She woke up. I mean, if the picture fell off the girl's wall, the bang was so hard. And then to sit here and be like, oh, sorry, y'all. See, what I want to know from the roommates, did they hear a baby crying? You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to know, like, did they hear a baby crying? And there will be way more coming out, with it or whatever. Because again, I mean, if she goes to trial with it, I mean, this one sounds, of all the cases, now you would think Alexi Trevino would be pretty pretty easy. Bye-bye. But this one seems pretty like, yeah, she admitted that the baby whimpered. She admitted that the baby did something. Thank you, Barbara, for being a member for 1 month. I am honored and I appreciate that. Yeah, it's funny because today, pardon me, I'm sorry. So today I was in at UNC's campus, Chapel Hill, which, that a game was going on and whatnot, and walking around. And I thought of this situation because, like, of course, these kids, I call them kids, but they're early 20s, maybe late teens, but just, college age people, well, everywhere. And I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, yeah, so this is like Laken and like these people, like this is, they're doing this life right here, and then they get pregnant and they're hiding this and doing that. And it's yikes. Yeah, and also with this one, part of me, to me, Laken, but see, also I thought Alexi looked obviously pregnant. And also Alexi's mom made mention like things about like you if you're pregnant and kind of the threatening thing. But also, what's her name? Skylar, she looked pregnant. And her mom like watched her weight. Her mom was like on her, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you going to the gym, you doing this? Why are you getting bigger? Why are you doing that? So it's another one of those. Pardon me. Okay, so that was her. Please hold. Okay, now the talk of the hour, if you will. Where did it go? PDiddy. PDiddy and the very light sentence that he got. Now, first of all, we are going to read his little letter real quick that he wrote. So, yeah, let's read that real quick, and then we're going to read about it. And they've already appealed 4 years, and they appealed. Please, I'd be kissing the ground. I'd be like, thank you. Right? His lawyer, play Laken better call him. Laken better call him. I mean, y'all. Anyway, let's just read the letter. We'll get to it. Okay, here we go. So, dear Judge, I hope this letter finds you well. It's 4 pages. Oh my gosh, yeah. I hope this letter finds you well and in good health and spirits. Thank you for the opportunity to express my thoughts to you. First and foremost, I want to apologize and say how sincerely sorry I am for all the hurt and pain that I've caused others by my conduct. I take full responsibility and accountability for my past wrongs. He paid a honey bun and soup for this letter right here. This is like some jailhouse talk right here. This has been the hardest 2 years of my life, and I have no one to blame for my current reality and situation but myself. In my life, I have made many mistakes. I am no longer running from them. I am sorry. I am so sorry for the hurt that I caused. But I understand that mere words, I'm sorry, will never be good enough, as these words alone can't erase the pain from the past. Over the past 13 months, I've had to look at the mirror like never before. My pain became my teacher. My sadness was my motivator. I have to admit my downfall was rooted in my selfishness. The scene and images of me assaulting Casey play over and over in my head daily. I literally lost my mind. I was dead wrong for putting my hands on the woman that I loved. I am sorry for that and always will be. My domestic violence will always be a heavy burden that I'll have to forever carry. The remorse, the sorrow, the regret, the disappointment, the shame. I honestly feel sorry for something that I couldn't forgive someone else for. If they put their hands on one of my daughters, this is why it is so hard for me to forgive myself. It's like a deep wound that leaves an ugly scar. Hold on. Your Honor, I thought I was providing for Jane concerning her and her child, but after hearing her testimony, I realized that I hurt her. For this, I am deeply sorry. He's working up to being like, she's cut off. Oh, thank you, Peachy Keen. I appreciate that. I lost my way. I got lost in my journey, lost in the drugs and the excess. My downfall was rooted in my selfishness. I have been humbled and broken to my core. Jail is designed to break you mentally, physically, and spiritually. Over the past year, there have been so many times that I wanted to give up. There have been some days I thought I would be better off dead. The old me died in jail, and a new version of me was reborn. Prison will change you or kill you. I chose to live. Every day since my incarceration, as difficult as my circumstances currently are, I have made the best of my time by reading books, writing, working out, or in therapy, obtaining the tools and knowledge to deal with my past drug abuse and anger issues. I have been putting in the work and working diligently to become the best version of myself to ensure that I never make the same mistakes again. Let me scroll down. I realize that I'm in a situation where no amount of money, power, or fame can save me. Only God can save me. My grandmother used to teach me that God makes no mistakes and that everything he does is for your good. I believe that a bad situation can be used for good. Although this situation has been the hardest and darkest time of my life, good things have come out of my incarceration. For starters, I'm now sober for the first time in 25 years. I've been trying my best to deal with my drug abuse and anger issues and take accountability as well as positive steps towards healing. One of the most beautiful things I have experienced is being asked by my fellow inmates to teach and mentor them. Oh my God. They wanted to learn what I did to become a successful businessman. I was inspired by their hunger and desire to learn information in order to not only set goals, but achieve any goal dream that their hearts desire. I started teaching a 6-week program called Free Game, title given by my fellow inmates, which I was able to have approved and sanctioned by the Bureau of Prisons. I just don't teach about my success. I also teach about my mistakes and failures. It has truly been a blessing to do something positive in a negative situation. It has been beautiful to see the newfound hope in my fellow inmates' eyes. The most shocking thing was to see the unity and peace that this class has produced. Y'all, y'all, you gotta pause for. Are you serious? Are you serious? Like, this is so bad, y'all. This is cringy. This is really cringy. Okay, hold on. We're almost done. It's been beautiful to see the newfound hope in my fellow inmates' eyes. Wait, hold on, we already did that. However, in our class, we have Black, Spanish, White, and Asian all together in one learning room and working together. We even have an interpreter for the Spanish-speaking inmates. The biggest miracle that I've seen in this class is all of the gangs such as Bloods, Crips, MS-13s, Trentarios, and 18th Streets in one room working together. I am also proud to say that since the class started, there have been no fights in our unit. This class has also helped me in my time of need and despair. Being able to do something good for others has also given me much needed hope. God bless me with this opportunity to help others, and I'll continue to do so. I ask for your mercy today, not only for my sake, but for the sake of my children. God bless me with 7 beautiful children, 3 sons and 4 daughters. He goes and lists their names. 4 of my children lost their mother, Kim Porter, as she tragically passed away in 2018. I'm their only parent. I have failed my children as a father. My father was murdered when I was 3 years old, so I know firsthand what it's like to not have a father. More than anything, I just want the opportunity to return home and be the father that they need and deserve. God bless me with the greatest mother in the world. My mother sacrificed her life and dreams to provide for me and my younger sister. She worked 3 jobs to make sure we all had a roof over our heads, clothes on our backs, and the best education. She's now 84 and recently had brain surgery. Despite her own health challenges, she attended my trial every day. I have always been her primary caregiver. It breaks my heart that I put myself in this situation, and for the first time, I am unable to be there for my mother when she needs me most. As I write you this letter, I'm scared to death, scared to spend another second away from my mother and children. I no longer care about the money or the fame. There's nothing more important to me than my family. I understand that the one factor the court has to consider is deterrence. Deterrence for me and for others to ensure that no one follows in my footsteps and makes the same mistakes. For over a year, I've been locked in one room with 25 other incarcerated people, sharing the same one room. In this room that I share, there are no windows. There's no natural clean air. There is no sunlight, and we all live in one room. We eat and sleep, use the toilet, take showers, prepare our meals, all in the same room. The conditions that my actions have placed me in are inhumane. I don't tell you this for pity or sympathy. I'm simply sharing my truth and the truth of my fellow incarcerated people. We have no clean drinking water, and we boil our drinking water. We all share one washing machine, which is broken. I am surrounded by drugs and live every day with the constant threat of being stabbed or, well, losing my life. Again, I'm not expecting pity or sympathy, but my time at MDC has changed me forever. Prior to being in jail, I took care of and was present for my family. Being in jail, and because of my conduct, I lost the ability to care for my mother, lost the ability to raise and support my children. I have missed my 3 daughters' proms and graduations. I have also missed taking one of my daughters to college. I lost the freedom to teach my 2-year-old how to speak, dance, play, or be there to console her when she falls down or has a nightmare. Okay, we're going to jump down here. Today, I humbly ask you for another chance to be a better father, another chance to be a better son, another chance to be a better leader in my community, and another chance to live a better life. I am writing this not to gain sympathy or pity. This experience is simply the truth of my existence and has changed my life forever, and I will never commit a crime again. Thank you for your time and consideration. Sean Combs. Well, wow. I mean, it worked. I mean, hold on one second. Okay. Because here's my thing. Now let's quickly look over this. So headline 3 hours ago, New York Post. Diddy's lawyers plan to appeal as convicted rap mogul faces multi-year prison sentence. Multi-year. Can't roll my damn eyes hard enough. He was sentenced Friday to 4 years and 2 months in prison and fined $500,000 after being convicted of transporting people across state lines for sex. He got acquitted of the most serious, whatever. Let's get down here. They said that the team plans to file notice of appeal in the coming days, calling both the trial and sentence flawed. Both the guidelines calculation and the sentence took account of conduct for which Mr. Combs was acquitted by a jury. We contend this amounts to legal error. Combs has already spent about a year behind bars since 2024, meaning he can walk free in roughly 3. There's no parole in the federal system. The conviction followed a sensational Manhattan trial, and it goes into that. They don't know where he'll serve. Even behind bars, allegations keep coming. On Friday, a fresh lawsuit was filed in LA. A man identified only as John Doe alleged he was drugged at a 2014 after party hosted in California by Combs and later tested positive for HIV. Combs was not accused of assaulting the anonymous man. Okay. And then it just goes on. So here's my thing with this. And again, here's the thing. He's got all this money. He's got all this power. He's got all this stuff clearly, right? I mean, when he gets out, and I watched, like, I don't know who this is a while ago. This girl did this TikTok where they were basically talking about kind of the financial ruin of what will take place with him, right? Now, granted, he's got a ton of money, right? But he's going to go through a different kind of wood chipper. Okay. He's going to go, his lifestyle is going to drastically, it already has, and will drastically change. Because, I mean, we'll see what happens, right? Now, here's my thing, too. For some of these people that testified, I would be petrified. I would be petrified because my guess is he's going to say what he's got to say, do what he's got to do, and he's going to get out and he's going to have his little list. And he's going to be like, so-and-so, so-and-so, so-and-so right here. That whole BS he's talking about in prison, I'm like, he's probably just getting people to, number one, searching for like anybody in here, like, the next act, number one. Number two, hey, y'all want to do some, y'all want to put in some work when you got here? Because I got a list of people to get back at. I mean, I just, I think that it's not going to be good. 4 years. I mean, I get, at the end of the day, nobody wants to spend 4 years back there. I get it. But for what he was up against, and again, he's already done a year, right? So he's not going to go in prison for that for very long. I think, what does he have to do? 84% or 85%, something like that. I mean, R. Kelly right now is like, can I please get that lawyer? So yeah, it's just, I honestly, my mouth hit the floor when I heard 4 years. I was like, what? That is insane. But it is what it is. So I don't know. Yeah, and that's the thing too, where Jocelyn brings up that a lot of the witnesses are still getting paid. That's like, here's the thing too. Oh, thank you, Peachy. A lot of these witnesses where they're sitting here, he's doing this, doing that. It's another form of control because essentially at a certain point, they know he can control me from behind bars, whether it be like I'm paying your way or I'm doing this, or guess what? That money can go to something. I can harm you just as well. But also the thing of like, well, he might be getting out. I can't be like they are. It's almost like a fearful thing, of like, this guy is capable. I mean, the things that this dude's done, and who knows what we haven't heard about. I mean, he's evil. He's evil. Period. End of story. I'm trying to pick this up. And he's gonna have a very nice lifestyle to return to. I think it will drastically change financially for him. It won't be what it was. Because I mean, when this came out, I was like, how does this man have this much money? Right? Because I just look at him as like a 90s, 2000s. PDiddy for me was Lil' Kim, Notorious B.I.G. Like, I didn't follow him for the TV shows and, understand like he's like got bands going, doing all this. To me, it was just like he was somebody that was like, yeah, he put out his own stuff, but he would drop, collabs on other people's albums. And I knew he was like doing business deals and doing that more of that type stuff, but he just kind of seemed to me was always a has-been. So when I'm starting to find out, like, how does this dude have all this money? Like, what? Yeah, Leslie brings up a good point. I think his return to reality will cause him to act out in anger again. Look at O.J. Simpson, right? Look at how many brushes with the law O.J. had, then finally. What was it they popped him on? Was it the thing where he went to did the stick up over his trophies that he did so much time on? And you know, before he died, he died, right? Didn't OJ die? I think he did, right? At one point, he fired up a TikTok, left the comment section on. It was good. It was good. It's everything you imagine, right? And that's what half the comments were like. He like literally was like, I don't think he knows how this works. I can't believe he left the comments on. Okay, like it was a good little couple hour rabbit hole in that one. It was good. It'd be like, it was like, what's her name? Casey Anthony come out of TikTok leaving those comments on. I'm like, seriously? Please give me my popcorn in the sofa. I'll be back in an hour. You know that conversation was good. Oh, you know what? Let's go see. Hold on, let's check out something. Oh, where is she at? She's still grifting. Hold on now. Substack. 6,000 followers almost. Okay, hold on. So she's still, so okay, wait. So ADD has moved on to Casey Anthony's Substack that she's trying to make money on. So just to kind of get everybody like, let's do a 180 here. That's where we're at. I'm just looking at it real quick because I haven't thought about her in a minute. Now, allegedly, she had another new boyfriend. Okay, so 3 days ago, she posted. Oh, God. Well, wants me to log in. She's very political. She's very political in the post that I see here. Like, this is. Yeah, she's very political. So we're just not going to even go there. Now, what I want to do next is after that, let's get. Where's my phone? Let's go to. Let me turn it down so I don't get hit with something. Let's see if she still has her TikTok. Shocking. Y'all want to guess how many followers she's got on there? Now, you know it's just people, curiosity, whatever. Almost 87,000. Let's see what this says. 5 days ago, she basically is posting from comments are turned off. Okay, so there's that. I mean, I get. She's trying to launch. Oh my God. I can't. I cannot with her, y'all. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Yeah, I can't. Oh, wait, that was the other thing. Let me see. Hold on. Let me look this up real quick. No, that was last year. Okay, here's the thing. Casey Anthony looking for love, spotted getting cozy on date night. She has short, cropped hair. This person says the haircut she deserves. It fits her stupid face. Who would want to date her? I mean, this is what I think. I think she finds these dudes, let's just call it what it is, these victims, and she gets them. Like, she probably, I mean, I'm going to keep it PG. I have a feeling that she probably knows how to wow a man in particular ways. You know what I'm saying? And work her way in that way. And then she starts dating, whatever. And then Casey Anthony comes out. The real Casey comes out. So yeah, she is. So it says, looks like Casey's got love on her brain. Oh my God, y'all, the haircut. I can't. Because she was spotted on what appears to be a date in New Hampshire. Check out the shots. The formerly acquitted defendant appears to be in deep conversation with a bearded mystery man. She definitely has a type. At the Seasons Ticket Bar in Manchester, New Hampshire. Her telltale left shoulder tattoo is on full display. Remember, she had her controversial La Bella Vita ink covered up in 2018 and replaced with peonies and a half mandala. According to an eyewitness, the man is a local and Casey appeared to be visiting. She was overheard saying she likes to hike while in the area. Our sources say they were flirty with one another and their outing didn't seem to be a first date, and Casey even affectionately touched the man's arm and leg. We're told the duo enjoyed their time at the bar for about an hour and a half while the Red Sox game played in the background, sipping on some Bud Lights and munching on some grub. Casey ordered a club sandwich while her date chowed on a steak sub. I don't know what I mean. It's just gonna be the same song and dance. They might get together. She'll get crazy. He'll run screaming. I mean, where do you go from here? My whole thing is like trying to envision how you would get past so many questions unless they don't care and they just want to frolic, let's say. You know what I mean? Because there'd be so many things that you would have to just suspend in reality. It's just like reality you would have to suspend to get there. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I would just be like, you know, okay, so what really happened? Well, I told you. My dad just approached me with her in her arms. And if you weren't able to say, you would have to be like, yeah, that's right. I don't know. And I mean, at this point, she could probably tell somebody, yeah, you know what? I accidentally did this. I mean, she can't get charged. I mean, that one dude that like left his wife, and you know he went crawling back. You know he went crawling back. Sorry, babe. I just needed something novel, some novelty. She's like, but Casey Anthony, you serious? Like, not only was it unfair, but Casey, can you imagine? Not only finding out that your person was having an affair, but then it was Casey Anthony. I mean, y'all. Come, I no. Because then even like that dude, I'm just thinking out loud now, even that the last dude that she was with, even if like he went crawling back, even if you were willing to work on the marriage and be like, you know what, you had a moment or whatever, I would never be able to get past the fact that it was Casey Anthony. Like, because then it would be like a moral question. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wouldn't only be like, okay, you stepped outside the agreement, the arrangement, the marriage, whatever. I can look past that. Let's work however we got to do that. But then I'd be like, but it was with Casey Anthony. Like, how? No. And not only that, now you're all slandered in the paper. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And you know her friends and stuff for that were like, girl, don't let the door hit him on the you know what. Yeah, see, Jackie nailed it. Can't trust your judgment anymore. Exactly. It's just like, because you would already have that going with being like pretend they were like, look, okay, look, babe, I'm sorry. Okay, I was on that business trip and I just, you know, it was this woman at a bar. We were drinking. I don't know what I was thinking. I was just, oh my God, I don't even know her name. You know, now I'm not trying to say that excuses it. But I mean, the pictures of the last dude, they showed him like holding the door open, wife moving stuff. I mean, it was bad. And then she plays like we didn't see that coming. Yeah. And then Share Bear says, plus this wife probably had secondhand embarrassment that her husband was with Casey Anthony. I mean, really? Because that's the, everyone that knew him was like, what? I'm surprised, but I mean, again, at this point, Casey knows how to handle herself in the situations that go out in public. Because I'm seeing her in that restaurant, and my first thought is, I'm like, oh my God, I would be so horrified that people are taking pictures, that people are going to come up and confront me or fight me or like do something. And I'm assuming now, Casey's like really big into work. She's very athletic. The pictures they just showed of the date, it looks like a man sitting there. She's wearing like I don't know what you call it, like some kind of a top that has straps across the back. Her back is exposed for the most part, with just some straps. It looks like a dude. Like her back is built. You know what I'm saying? So she likes to work out. So what I'm saying is, she probably could handle her own if somebody came up to her and wanted to get physical. You see what I'm saying? And maybe that's why she works out. I don't know. But I would be afraid of that kind of confrontation. It's so fascinating to see the other kind of prison that she got. You know what I mean? Because it's almost like she got a different kind of prison. It was like, sure, yep, guess what? You beat the charge. You can go home. Here's your life. Welcome to the rest of your life. Have fun finding a job. Like the notoriety from it. And like, sure, granted, she gets to go out and do daily things and stuff like that, right? Like, no doubt that's not fair. But it's like this whole second hand of like, oh, wait a second. Like, karma definitely bites her on the ass, I think, multiple times a day. She'll never get away from that. Never get away from it. Yeah, Big Red summed it up. Casey will never outrun her shame. It's like she's met with it. She has to be met with it multiple times a day. Because just like that, like, I mean, wherever she's at, people are like taking pictures, doing this. But I mean, I don't think she cares. I don't think, and now again, I don't know what you call the diagnosis. Like when you don't, like when that stuff doesn't affect you. You know what I'm saying? Where it's just like they don't think like normal people do. I don't think she cares. And that's why she can do it. I don't think she cares that there's a confrontation at a restaurant. She might even enjoy the attention. Yeah, she was living with the lawyer for the longest time and working for him. Right? Yeah, Jose had her earning that acquittal. Amen. Yeah. Sociopathic, yeah. Oh yeah, Michelle says, Casey Anthony doesn't even seem to be bothered by her life. You know who I hope is having a nightmare, a frightening experience. Bobo. Jen Soto. I know. That's another one. Can you imagine? Again, so telling. Not a word about her come here. Not a word about Jen at Victim Impact. Look at that squishy little face. See, don't squish my face. Oh, okay. So, y'all, I'm going to skedaddle. It's time to go walk him and then go to bed. So, oh, yeah, absolutely, Michelle. Thanks for commenting. I appreciate it. Yeah, if I was Jen Soto, honey, I'd be dyeing my hair and changing my last name and moving somewhere, right? Because here's the thing too, like she is so lucky she didn't get charged. I don't know how she managed that, but she did. Please. So anyways, that's it, y'all. Thank you, mods, for being here and holding everything down. I greatly appreciate it. And squad, thank you for being here and hanging out and going through all the little updates with me. That was fun. So again, for those who weren't here in the beginning, tomorrow morning main channel's video is Sarah Boone bad lip reading. There's a pinned comment giving a few options for the next bad lip reading. Drop it and let me know which one y'all want to do. We'll end up doing all of them, but you know, I want to see which one people are more excited about to go to next. So that is it. And then we'll meet up tomorrow evening at 7. So we'll get ready for the week. And that's it. So I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. I hope y'all have a wonderful evening. We're going to close out we're going to close out with Slow Morrison's Ode to the Sofa. Y'all have a good one. Thank you, mods. Thank you, squads. I'll see you tomorrow.
The pillows are fluff thanks to Miss Emily. The couch is wide enough. Join the family. It's all love while we laugh at Bert's criminalities. Hey, 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 welcome to the Sofa Squad. Sipping from the cup at hey, 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 come laugh with the Sofa Squad. Can't roll my damn eyes hard enough. Oh, please, the puppies need me. Ooh, oh, please, my body is rejecting none of that fancy credential stuff. I'm just here for the cringe binge. Hey, 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 welcome to the Sofa Squad. Sipping from the cup and hey, 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 come laugh with the Sofa Squad. Can't roll my damn eyes hard enough. Oh, please, the puppies need me. Oh, please, my body is rejecting none of that fancy credentialed stuff. I'm just here for the cringe binge. Hey, 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 welcome to the Sofa Squad. Sipping from the cup that hey, 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 come laugh with the Sofa Squad. Can't roll my damn eyes hard enough.